Bonjour, hello, welcome to Max Mountain World. It's just started raining. So what, you might ask? Well, what's this? Has Max finally lost his nut? No, I'll explain. Yeah, so the black tarmac behind is just starting to get wet. If I zoom in on something dark, then you'll see, yeah, rain. So it's not rained for a long time, but I'm still watching what's happening, and it is very localised here. I was in Les-Orres yesterday, and they'd had a load of rain the day before. We'd had absolutely nothing, and that's only 60 kilometres or so north of here. So a bit more of explanation on why I'm doing this video. Ever since COVID, the weather forecasting models have never been that great. Now, my code for opening is done. Now, if I go into this here, you can see today, as it says today, 24% of rain, and then you can see the temperatures tumbling down until the end of the weekend. We're going to have stuff with a zero on the end of it at night, and that's what I've been watching. Now, it's not 100% accurate, but looking at stuff like satellite imagery and stuff, where we can see, yeah, there's a lot of stuff approaching from the southwest. We're going to get wet this afternoon. Now, I'm going back outside again. This is just one of my cigarette breaks out in the balcony here. So I've been wanting to wait for this. This is the 17th of October. This is the time when we start getting snow arriving on the peaks, and it's not happened quite yet, but I predict it's going to happen in the next couple of days. We'll see. So what I thought I'd do is a little prediction video. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right, I don't know, but I'm going to have a look at some of the mountain peaks, the ones that are visible from here anyway, and we'll see how that changes. I can reuse this scenery that I'm taking just now to in a couple of days' time, when this storm that's arriving, storm system, those of you in the UK, this is the same system you're getting, but we're getting the very bottom of it, where it's not quite as heavy, but it's faster, winds will be higher, so it should be an interesting one. Now, the Les-Orres mountain up there is not visible. It's covered in cloud and rain and whatever's going on up there. The one behind, yeah, we can just sneak a peek through between the buildings, and it's raining up there as well. Now, we've got to wait for the temperatures to drop before we get any white stuff appearing, obviously. But looking at the top of the ski area, I can just catch the top of the Pusterol lift. Zenith restaurant up there, and it's raining up there, that's why it's kind of hazy. And over to the left, the Boussalenc mountain, it's in cloud and weather and whatnot. So we'll go further round, and the mountain up between us and Crevu, the next ski resort, little mini ski resort, and it's raining over there too. It's going closer, but it's not much use of doing that. It's just quite hazy and fuzzy. But yep, the weather has just arrived this last few minutes. So there we have a preview. Hopefully I'm right. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. But it is very localised to where we are here, the direction the systems come in, how they hit and what they hit and what happens as a result of them hitting. And maybe as a result of them not hitting as well. So yeah, we're kind of at the beginning of it, and it's always a magical time of year when the first snows arrive on the peaks. It melts a bit and then it comes down, and then after 3, 4, 5 of them, wake up one morning, place is white. It's a magic time for me here. So anyway, I'll have a look at the other side in a little bit in the tail out, and we'll have a quick look up there, and as I say, I can reuse this stuff on a future video, if I'm right or if I'm wrong, whatever, who knows. That's it for today. Little video on the weather arriving. Thanks for watching. So as I say, the Les-Orres mountain, no, we can just make out a little bit of darkness down there, but it's covered in cloud. The mountain behind, our little sneak peek there, we're looking at that, and we can see It's coming in there, it's raining up there, the clouds covering it, it's coming in and descending pretty quickly. But there's no snow on it. Most of our peaks around here will be up to about 2,008, 3,000 metres or so. So we've got a little bit to go. And down the valley, yeah, raining down there too. So just back to the apartment I'm working in, and I just noticed something as well. If I can lean out beyond here, and hopefully I can catch this. This is facing east, our weather comes more or less from the west. And we just got the tail end of what was before this lot. A little bright spell over there. But yeah, things will change, and in a couple of weeks' time we'll have white roofs, white ground, white forests, white mountain, white all sorts, and that should happen fairly soon. Temperatures, as I say, in the midst of just diving. Bit of music, some repairs going on. Some guys working on one of the kiddies' magic carpet lifts. One thing that I watch out for as well is, if you've watched any of my skiing videos when I've been playing in the forests, you'll see that the forests aren't green in winter. Now, after the first cold spell, which is about to happen hopefully, some of the trees, nearly all of them, will turn sort of yellowy and then brown, and all their pine needles will drop off. And this is already starting. We've got this one ahead that I've been playing around with for the last few seconds. One's behind the Refuge Étoilé restaurant. Not too sure if they are pines or not, but they're certainly turning brown. And the higher up, if I go up behind, if it's not too hazy for the camera, you'll see it's more prevalent up there where the temperatures are lower. And I'll be comparing in my next video what the forests are looking like in the way of green versus yellow versus brown. So, a quick look around up here, the forest behind. We can see some of them are turning already. And again, I'll look up behind, and a few more up there already turning brown. So by the time the snow arrives proper, there won't be very much green up there left. So that comment I made about the weather forecasts, obviously nearer the time it gets a bit more accurate, you could say. So this is about 15 minutes further on, and we've got heavy rain. It's supposed to be torrential in an hour or so. These guys not having much fun at all, having to work outside, and it suddenly starts bucketing down. So yeah, mountains are disappearing, clouds are arriving, and there's a lot of rain. So that's it. Thanks again for watching.